Good afternoon, my name is Tiffany and it is a pleasure for me to speak here today. One of my favorite activities to do during the weekend is yumcha. The clanging of teapots, the yelling of aunties pushing their carts, validating that my bald father is still somehow a handsome boy. This all warms my heart when I am 7,500 kilometers away from home. But that is until a group who are not Chinese sits down and suddenly all these aunties disappear and crowd around their table offering them tempura and wine and jello in red, green and blue. Come on, and that's not even Chinese. But I guess they have to change their menu to tailor to what their clients like because, well, that's where the money is at. This is glocalization. It is the idea that businesses will adapt their products to local markets. In the middle of glocalization is the ability to adapt to changes. It is all about flexibility. I don't know about you, but for me, flexibility is the first trait I put on my resume. But now that I think about it, maybe it is because I did not appreciate the full extent of this term. Maybe it became a principle that my parents taught me to be true, but I never fully believed in it myself. See, the problem with flexibility is not that we don't like change, but we like certainty just a little bit more. It is like how when I open a weather app, I'm completely fine with it telling me that it's 100% going to be sunny or 100% going to rain. But when it says 50% raining, I am thrown into a fit of confusion. Do I bring an umbrella or do I bring a jacket or do I wear a hat? I don't know. So we like to know what will happen because it tells us that we are still in control. What do we do when we are not in control? Well, we tend to go back to what is familiar, but we soon learn that hardships are inevitable and it is something that we all have to face. But maybe we do not always need to know what is going to happen next because we can have hope in something greater. Maybe our certainty should be rooted in the hope that we have and not what is currently happening. Our ability to adapt to change depends on where our hope is. This is because hope allows us to see beyond our current circumstance and have certainty that something better is in the works. Pre-COVID, the economy placed all of its hope on globalization to produce goods at the lowest possible cost. But when businesses were brutally locked down overnight, the supply chain was thrown into chaos. So, in a world where wealth is fleeting and thieves come in to steal, where do you put your hope on? Maybe our hope can be in the assurance that with each challenge, it changes our perspective and we can gain a greater insight into how our world works. Or maybe it gives us humility so that we can feel for people who we don't usually feel for. And when we walk out of our situation, we can become more compassionate beings. Or our challenges can become a force which pushes us to evolve and become more innovative in the way we operate. As COVID halted globalization, different economies learned to be self-sufficient again, rebirthing glocalization. As a collective, we learned how to take international ideas and remodel them so that we can produce them locally. Our hope is what drives us out of bed every morning. For me, my hope is found in my Christian faith. I know that while I experience the uncertainties of this world, I have the assurance that my God will walk through the situation with me and is in control no matter how difficult it may seem. Maximus in Gladiator once said, "What we do in life echoes into eternity." While we go through the uncertainties of life, the way we approach these challenges changes what our future will be. Maybe what we have to do is to let go of the familiar and embrace the uncertain, knowing that our hope is rooted in something greater than the present. Thank you.